What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel with Generation Pips with another weekly Forex analysis video. I'm Eli. Grab your coffee and let's go ahead and hit these charts. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is NZD CAD, which is a trade we actually took last week. That was on last week's analysis video. We talked about how price was at this area here. We had this resistance and then price was moving in this channel. Break this down to the daily time frame. We talked about how the daily was moving up. We hit this weekly top of this channel with this engulfing candle, and then we waited for price to break this trend line here. We had a break and then a retest on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and look at that entry, and we had an engulfing candle entry right here with stop loss above here at 30 pips with a 1 to 3 risk to reward, and that was the winning trade that we had last week, and that was NZD CAD. All right, so now that we're done talking about last week, let's go into this week's analysis, starting off with AUD NZD on a weekly time frame. We can see that price had this resistance area in here, this fake out, and we're still at that resistance here on the weekly time frame. We can also see that we're in a range with the resistance and the support down here at the bottom. Breaking this down to the daily time frame, we can see that price is moving to the upside with this last daily low. We're breaking through this daily trend line. So what I would like to see is a nice push down on a daily and then a 4-hour pullback, and then a nice entry to go back down to this daily low. And that's what I'm looking at for AUD NZD. Hopefully we can get a possible entry this week or maybe next week, but this is a really good pair to look at. All right, so the next pair we're going to observe is going to be Euro CAD on the weekly time frame. We can see that price is also in a nice range with resistance up here. Price is even stalling out here at this resistance, showing some nice consolidation here as well. And we got that support down here on the weekly as well. Break this down to the daily time frame. We can see that daily had this nice support area. We had a strong breakthrough and looks like we're pulling back. So what I'll be doing is waiting on the 4-hour time frame going into this week to see if we can possibly get an entry signal to go short. And that's going to be Euro CAD going into this week. All right, so we have another Euro pair. It's going to be Euro CHF on a weekly time frame. We can see that price had support down here. We got 1 touch and 2 touches here. And then most recently, we can see that price is kind of stalling out somewhere in this area. We're going to drill into the daily time frame to get a better look. So going into the daily, we can see that price is forming somewhat of this triangle. We got highs, lower highs, and lower highs, and then we have the support area here. So what I'm going to see is, will price possibly break from this last high here, come back and retest on a 4-hour, and give us a nice entry, potentially back to this daily high. I'm not looking for shorts because the weekly time frame is right here next to my daily support, so looking for a short is not going to be viable going into this week, but Euro CHF for a long position potentially going into this week. And for the last pair on this analysis video is going to be NZD JPY. We talked about this a little bit last week, so hopefully this week we can get some type of action to get into a possible trade. So we have the weekly time frame with this resistance area here that was also used as support over here. So price came in, formed somewhat of a double bottom, nice bullish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame. We were looking to see if we can travel back up to this weekly high. Break this down to the daily time frame. We can see that price last week just consolidated between this resistance and this support. So with that being said, we have 2 potential things that could happen going into this week. Price could either break down from the support and give us a nice entry to go short, or price can break above this resistance and give us a nice entry to go long. Other than that, I will be sitting on my hands with this pair, and that's going to be NZD JPY going into this week. But thank you guys for tuning in to this week's analysis video. For more content, follow us on Instagram. That's going to be at GenerationPips. Remember to subscribe and hit that like button if you really enjoyed this video. And also drop your comments below. We love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for next analysis video. And as always, happy trading.